Hello everyone, welcome. I am Amy, the creator of Work Smart Math and a highly experienced private math tutor. If you struggle with factorizing quadratic expressions, this video may just be what you're looking for, and I'm going to show you my favorite method. The generic form of a quadratic expression is ax squared plus bx plus c. X is the variable. A, B, and C, on the other hand, are real numbers. For the purpose of demonstration, in the rest of the video, we only focus on quadratic expressions where neither A, B, or C is 0. The goal of factorizing is to write the expression in terms of two sets of brackets multiplying together like this. X plus or minus number multiplying with x plus or minus another number. Each set of brackets is referred as a factor of the quadratic expression. Therefore, this process is called factorization. So why do we do this? Imagine if you had a quadratic equation that looks like this, and you are able to factorize it into two sets of brackets multiplying together like this. Then you are able to solve this equation easily. I will explain how to solve quadratic equations in another video. Enough said, let's take a look at some examples. So the first step is to find two factors of A. And we write them down vertically like this. The second step is to find two factors of C. Could be 1 and 35, or 5 and 7. All right, the third step is to do a cross multiply of these factors and see if the sum is going to be the value of B, which is 19. And this is the order of the method. We go from A to C and then come to the middle, find the value of B. All right, let's see if 1, 2 and 1, 35 will give us B. 1 times 35, 35. 2 times 1, that's 2. When you look at these two numbers, there's no way it will give us a 19. Okay, so 135 is definitely not what we're after. And let me wipe this out. However, it makes a difference when we switch the place of the factors. So let's try 35 and 1. Again, you'll see 2 times 35, 70. 1 times 1, that's 1. Boy, that's never going to give us 19. Okay, so this tells us 35 and 1 is definitely out. Okay, how about 5 and 7? 2 times 5, 10. 1 times 7, 7. And when we add them up, that's not 19. Now, let's switch their places. Try 7 and 5 instead. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 7 is 14. Looks like we might be able to get 19 after all. There you have it. That's the value of B. Now, how can we write out the final answer in the form of two sets of brackets multiplying together. We simply multiply the factors of a with the variable. And the first set of bracket is the first row of the cross multiply. And the second set of brackets is the second row of the cross multiply. So to summarize, the method is about finding the perfect combination of the factors of A and C that will give us the value of B. It takes trial and error, and please be patient with yourself at the beginning. With practice, it will get easier. Let's take a look at another example. The difference between this one and the previous example is the sign of the value B. Let's take a mental note here. Right. The first step is to find two factors for A, and there are different combinations. It could be 1 and 12, or 3 and 4, or 2 and 6. And then let's take a look at the factors for C. Looks like there's only one combination, that's 1 and 5. All right. And we can always switch the position of 1 and 5 if we need to. The first step is to do a cross multiply of these factors and see if the sum will give us the value of B. Now currently these numbers are all positive, so no matter how we combine them, the answer will always be a positive number. But B is a negative 23, as noted earlier. So how can we guarantee the sum is going to be a negative number? The only way to do that is to make sure the factors of 5 are two negative numbers. When two negative numbers multiply together, it will still give us a positive number. So let's take a look at 1 and 12. If we have 1 multiplying with negative 5, we'll have negative 5. And 12 multiplying with negative 1 give us negative 12. When we add these two negative numbers, we cannot get negative 23. So we can switch up the place of negative 1 and negative 5 and see if that gets closer to negative 23. We have negative 1 and negative 60 as a result of the cross multiply, and this will only give us negative 61, so that's too small for us. And this tells us 1 and 12 is a no-go. Okay, let's have a look at 3 and 4. Again, let's do the cross multiply. This gives us negative 19, very close to negative 23. Okay, let's try the second combination. Look at that, negative 3 and negative 20 when we use this one. And this gives us negative 23. There you have it. That's our combination. So to write out the answer, let's multiply these with x. And the first row of the cross multiply give us the first set of brackets. And the second row give us the second set. So the answer is 3x minus 5 times 4x minus 1. Are you ready for one last example? I encourage you to pause the video and give this one a go. Before you do that though, please note that the c value here is a negative number. And keep that in mind while you are factorizing. Alright, let's start with the first step, finding the factors of a. And then let's find the factors of c. And let's leave the negative sign out for now. So why do I write the factors of c like this? It's because the position of these numbers make a difference. So to be safe, let's write it out. And then you can test them out one by one. Before you do that, it's important to analyze these numbers with the value of a, b, and c in mind, especially the value of b. Our goal is to have a cross multiply of these numbers and then add them up to give us 7. Knowing c is negative, so one of the factors of c is got to be negative as well. So instead of looking for the sum of the cross multiply of these positive factors, we are actually looking at the difference of the cross multiply. This only works if c is a negative number. So let's go through one combination and then I'll leave you to complete the rest. Let's take a look at 2 and 10. I'm just gonna choose this randomly and pair this with 2 and 3 here. Okay, let's do the cross multiply. We get 6 from 2 times 3 and 20 from 10 times 2. The difference of these two numbers is not 7. So that's not the combination that we're after. And then you can try this one with 3 and 2. See if that makes a difference. Again, you have 4 and 30. And that's even further away from 7. So that's not the right combination we're after. So please keep on trying out different combinations until you find the correct one. At the end, you will find that the correct combination is 4, 5, and 3, 2. These give us 8 and 15. Now, the difference of 8 and 15 is 7. So we have to make one of these numbers negative. To get a positive 7, 8 has to be negative. To make 8 negative, is the same as making this 2 negative. And now we can write out the answer as 4x plus 3 multiplying with 5x minus 2. So please be patient with yourself. The more you practice, the quicker it will become. If you like this video, please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel for more. I also offer online tutoring lessons that can be easily booked at www.worksmartmath.com. Why work harder when you can work smarter? See you next time.